When you first see these, nothing about them screams premium audio gear. They're compact, minimal, and honestly pretty understated. But that's exactly what the JBL 104 BT is trying to be. These are compact, desktop reference monitors built for one thing above everything else: accurate, honest sound in a small space. Most people, when they think about desktop speakers, expect something loud, bass-heavy, and maybe a little flashy for gaming setups or casual music. These don't play that game. These are closer to studio tools that happen to sit on your desk. And that difference completely changes how you judge them. The design is simple but intentional. Clean matte finish, rounded edges, and a layout that feels practical rather than decorative. One speaker houses the amplifier and all the inputs, while the second unit is passive. It's a straightforward system, no unnecessary complications, no apps, no ecosystem restrictions. Just plug it in and it works. Inside, you get a 4.5-inch coaxial driver setup. And that's where things start to get interesting. Instead of boosting bass or sharpening highs to impress you instantly, JBL has tuned these for balance. The sound signature is mid-forward and controlled. Vocals feel clear, instruments are separated well, and nothing feels overly processed or exaggerated. Bluetooth is included, and surprisingly, it's not just a bonus feature thrown in for marketing. Wireless playback is stable. Switching between wired and Bluetooth is smooth, and for everyday use like music or videos, it holds up well. That said, if you're doing professional editing, mixing, or critical audio work, wired connection is still the better option for consistency and timing accuracy. What really stands out after spending time with these speakers is how easy they are to live with. They don't fatigue your ears. You can work for hours, listen for long sessions, or casually keep them running in the background without feeling overwhelmed. They don't try to dominate your space. They just sit there and perform consistently. Of course, they're not perfect. The low end is controlled but not deep. If you're expecting heavy bass or a room-filling cinematic feel, these are not designed for that. The soundstage is clean but naturally limited by the physical size of the drivers. You get clarity and precision, not massive spatial width. But that's also the point. These are reference-style monitors meant for accuracy, not entertainment hype. Once you understand that, the experience changes completely. They start making sense in a different way, especially for creators, editors, students, or anyone working with a compact desk setup. They hit a very specific balance between professional clarity and everyday usability. One underrated part is how predictable they are. You don't get surprises in the sound. Once you learn their profile, you can trust them. And that's exactly what reference monitors are supposed to do. They don't flatter the audio, they reveal it. At this price level, you can find speakers that are louder or more bass-heavy. You can also find more fun sounding options for casual listening. But very few manage to stay this clean while still offering Bluetooth, compact size, and studio-inspired tuning in one package. So the real decision here isn't whether these are the most exciting speakers. It's whether they fit your workflow and your expectations. If you want height, there are other options. If you want clarity, control, and a small footprint that doesn't mess with your sound, these become a very logical choice. And once you stop expecting them to behave like party speakers, you start to appreciate what they actually are.